Hi, I'm Ingrid. I'm a single mum with a gorgeous son. He's an adult now, but I can still feel the pain and the guilt for having to leave him in childcare since he was 2 years old. I didn't have a choice though, because I didn't have any family, still don't have any family, that I could leave him with, and I had to go to work to provide for both of us. But it broke my heart every time that I heard him cry when I left him there, which was every day. I have worked as a secretary for over 30 years, a lot of that time in Melbourne CBD, Australia. When my son turned 12, which is the cutoff age for before and after school care, I had to change jobs as I wanted to be home when he came from school. I didn't want him roaming the streets till I got home from work at 6 in the evening. One of my friends saw an ad in the paper and they were asking for cleaners. So I applied and I got the job. I was very happy with that because it meant that I could work during the hours that my son was at school. After several months, I got seconded to my local council and I worked for them doing cleaning jobs for 5 years. Most of my clients were elderly or had disabilities, and they told me never to get old. Anyway, I heard them talk about their ailments and I was really wanting to try and help them. So I decided to become a nurse. The course lasted 18 months and was practically full-time. So I couldn't work to earn any money and consequently ended up with a big debt. One day, out of the blue, an employee from the bank rang me and I thought she was going to tell me that I was running behind with my monthly payments, because I don't know if any of you have done this, but I was constantly paying the required monthly amount of one credit card with another one. Of course, this doesn't help, and I got deeper and deeper in debt. This lady from the bank told me that she had pulled my name out of thousands of bank customers' names and to see if she could be of any help to me. And I can't tell you how grateful I was for that call, because I was at my wit's end financially. I visited her at the bank and she spent a long time trying to consolidate all my debts, including my car that I was paying off, into a personal loan. And luckily for me, she succeeded. She was able to secure a personal loan for me for 7 years. After I became a nurse and working 3 jobs, I was able to pay the loan off in 5.5 years because I did not want to pay more interest than I needed to. And so, with every bit of extra money and any tax return, I put that in my loan, and therefore shortening the loan term, and as a consequence was able to save myself $15,000 in interest. I cannot tell you how thankful I am for that employee of the bank to help me with so much compassion and assistance, so that finally I could get out of this big debt. Hi there. I would like to continue with my story. After years of relative stability in my work and my life, I got caught in a romance scam. In the past, I've always been quick to detect when someone tried to scam me, but in this case, I got completely blindsided by the fact that he spoke very good English and he used very, very loving words. Everybody around me told me he was a scammer, but I did not want to believe them, let alone listen to their advice. So, after nearly 19 months of contact, I lost close to $100,000, most of which came out of my pension. This meant that I could not retire, but that I had to keep on working. There's no fool like a big fool, they say, and in my case, that was completely true. Because after he got my money, he disappeared off the face of the earth. I reported him to ScamWatch and to the fraud department of my bank, never expecting to see any of that money back again. But after months, to my utter astonishment and delight, my account had been credited with $7,000. My bank wrote me a letter stating that that was all they could recoup from the scam. I was just so grateful and so happy to have some of my money back. I knew that I had to build up my pension again, so when I saw an ad about building your own affiliate marketing business, where you didn't need any technical skills, no experience, no marketing skills, I thought this would be perfect for me. With part of the $7,000, I bought the business, and after buying leads or subscribers, as they called it, thinking that that would help my business, I still did not succeed. I found out that you do need marketing skills because you are promoting digital products. So obviously, because I was not succeeding, I did not have the right skill set to lead prospective buyers to my business. And after weeks of struggling and still working, I got so stressed that when I saw an invoice with $700 of Bitcoin purchase, apparently from PayPal, I rang the number on the invoice to question it. An Indian voice answered me, and I told him that I had never bought any cryptocurrency, and he was very helpful, sounded very helpful, and told me that he would do anything and everything to help me get my money back. The gullible fool that I was, I gave him all the information that he wanted. They must have been working as a team, because while one was talking to me on the phone, the other one was busy working the computer. And what they did was they put an amount in my bank account, in my savings account, and according to the police, that was to whitewash the money. And then they took the same amount out of my credit account. I reported it to the police, who were not happy with me because this was the second time that I got scammed. I reported it to the fraud department of my bank. They tried to contact me because of the foreign transactions, but because I was still talking to the scammers, they couldn't do anything about it. By the time they blocked my accounts, the scammers had already done what they wanted to do. Luckily, I did not have that much in my account, but I what happened was they got my details, my bank details, my driver's license, my email, my date of birth, I think, as well. So that was to steal my identity. And I hope that nothing bad will happen. But any of you out there who think that you have received a hurtful email from me, I honestly can tell you that it did not come from me. So still, after struggling to build my business, still working, still suffering with heaps of stress, I came across the Genie Script by Wesley Virgin. I have heard about what he was talking about, but I never stuck to it consistently. I know about manifestations, visualizations, vision boards, but Wesley just got deeper into it. And I love the fact that even though he is a multi-millionaire, he is still willing to help people like you and me to get wealthy as well. Several months ago, I got the opportunity to talk to one of his most successful entrepreneurs on a one-on-one basis for free to see how he could help me. I told him what had happened with the scams, and he told me that he would help me to make money. And so in my next videos, I will tell you how I am trying to do this.